Now, this is what I call a premium quality blaster. Hello, what is up guys? I'm your host Gordon and welcome to another What Am I video. What I got over here is a Sembylon Valkyrie foam dot blaster. I know guys, I'm kinda late to the game. This blaster has been released like a while ago right now. But hear me out guys, there's actually a follow-up content for this particular blaster over here. More precisely, there will be a modding guide for this blaster. More on that later. If you guys are interested with one of these, all the necessary link will be provided in the description down below. In the box, we got the blaster itself, a magazine, a grip, barrel and return spring, a bag of O-rings and hardware, a pair of iron sight, a fake reflex sight, 20 darts, and a manual. To install the barrel, first of all, we have to align the spring with the hole just like so. Align the barrel and slowly push it in. Tighten up the grub screw to hold the barrel in place. Tighten up the grip, slide in both iron sight, the sight, and friction fit the scar barrel. Put in the darts, load in the mag, and this is how the blaster looks like with everything installed. Okay, first look at the blaster. As you can see, the aesthetic of the blaster definitely looks like one of those UMP45. The build quality of this blaster is absolutely amazing. It is magnificent. The moment you hold the blaster on hand, immediately you feel quality. Like, this thing is solid as a rock, I'm telling you guys. The entire blaster is of course made out of a combinations of nylon as well as some aluminum here and there. The entire body of the blaster, as you can see, it is made out of some pretty solid and pretty dense nylon over here. There's absolutely no plastic squeaking noise. The priming bar of this blaster, as you can see, it is either made out of aluminum or some pretty thick stainless steel over here. It also comes with a metal barrel, which is a good thing. Same goes to the rear buttstock over here. It kind of looks like it is made out of either aluminum or stainless steel, and more importantly, this buttstock is actually being sleeved over by a piece of nylon. And now this is what I call a good attention to details, which basically completes the entire aesthetic of the blaster. Shouldering the buttstock, I would say that it is pretty comfortable. We got of course an adjustable buttstock over here, but unfortunately this is pretty much as far as you can go. I would personally prefer that this buttstock can go at least an inch more further so that it can be truly comfortable for me. But overall, for average people, it is actually pretty comfortable. No sling mounting point on this blaster. Pretty sure that you can use this buttstock as a sling mounting point over here. Some of you might think that the buttstock of this blaster is not that comfortable because of the hollow design over here, but it is actually not too bad. If we actually compare the Sembylon Valkyrie blaster with my previous review of the Ejecting Valkyrie blaster, this blaster actually comes with a ambidextrous magazine release button, which is of course a good thing. Even though that the JNV blaster looks exactly the same with the Valkyrie blaster over here, the magazine from the JNV is actually not interchangeable, which is a sad thing. And speaking about magazine, will this blaster take a Talon mag? The answer is no. This blaster uses its proprietary mag. Nothing too surprising over here. Typical imported blaster shenanigan. And what is not typical is that this blaster actually comes with a scar barrel. And this is no normal scar barrel. This thing over here is a bearing scar barrel. Well, even though that this is plastic, it shows that the company actually cares about performance. Well, at least in terms of accuracy, because this blaster actually comes with a rather light priming strength, and I suspect that this blaster does not come with really powerful spring. Moreover, I've heard a lot of news regarding the air seal of this blaster is actually not that good. Let us take off the scar barrel over here and try out the air seal. Wow, that's like non-existent. That's what I mean early on in the video. I'm actually going to have like a follow-up modding video for this blaster over here to address the air seal issue as well as the weak spring issue. The grip of the blaster, pretty comfortable. Trigger pull is pretty solid. Not to mention that the priming is actually pretty smooth. And I'm actually really a big fan of this return spring over here, even though that it is not a strong return spring. But having not to push the grip forwards to chamber the dart feels really good. About the Picatinny situation, we got a roll of Picatinny on top of the blaster for the scope of your choice. FYI, this blaster is definitely scope worthy if we have like a stronger spring in there. Personally, really like the M-lock looking handguard over here. And overall, this is a pretty simple blaster. That's all of the quirks and features of this blaster. So without further ado, let us go test the blaster out. Okay, we are back. So the performance of the blaster is expected with such a weak spring. The blaster can fire from 122 FPS all the way to 123 FPS surprisingly consistently. Hitting at targets from 8 to 10 meters is actually not too much of a problem. The accuracy is actually pretty good even though without the scar barrel. FYI, having a scar barrel on will at least reduce around 5 to 10 FPS on average, but I guess all of this can be fixed after a spring upgrade. Videos coming out soon. Do remember to click the subscribe button, man. Overall, operating this blaster, I did not encounter any jams at all, which is a good thing. Everything works just perfectly fine. Priming is smooth, the FPS is consistent, and of course, last but not least, will this blaster passes the wall test? And the answer is a big yes. This blaster absolutely passes the wall test. I mean, the color scheme of this blaster might be a little bit intimidating. If you decided to bring this blaster out for a game, I suggest maybe a little bit of painting here and there to make this much more, you know, public friendly. Having a dark gray blaster like that can cause a lot of misunderstanding, but I guess overall that's it. So if you guys wanted to see more of this blaster, soon I will have like a modding video at least for the spring as well as the O-rings to address the air seal issue. Do remember to smash the subscribe button as well as the notification bell, and if you guys like this video, do remember to smash the like button as well. I will be posting video on every Saturday and once in a while on Wednesday. So yep, go and check it out, and I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Adios guys.